Go ahead, take it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Pinoy abroad. So, I am on my way now to my client's home. This was the job that I talked to you guys about last time, about 4 months ago, about this side hustle that I have. So, I'll be talking to you guys about this job, and I'm pretty excited to share this information with you, especially for nurses out there. This is kind of like a good start if you're not well experienced yet in the hospital or in nursing homes. This is like a good start for you to build up your experience. And if you want a job that's not super stressful, this is one of them. So I'll be talking more about it in a little bit. I'll be stopping by at the nearby coffee shop after my visit, and we'll have a chat. Alright guys, just got done with my visit. So I only had one client to see today, so that leaves me more room to do anything I want today. Next stop will be at Caribou. It's a coffee shop. I'll just grab myself coffee, maybe just eat a little bit because I'm hungry. It is already 11:16, so that's close to lunch. I should be eating lunch by now. I don't have anything in my stomach. And then after getting my coffee, I'll go downtown Minneapolis. I have to go to this restaurant. It's called Kwang's. It's an Asian store, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this Filipino bun called siopao. They sell something very similar. It's 99.9% identical to the Filipino siopao, and we love that stuff. I'm gonna grab a couple of that for my wife to bring home, and then yeah, coffee and that, and then I'll be chatting with you guys about that side hustle and just talk to you guys about it. I'm wearing my warmest jacket, guys. It is sunny and looks warm out here, but it's actually only 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright guys, I'm here at Kwang. I want to grab a couple of those siopao. Actually, I'm going to grab 4, I guess. They're pretty pricey, honestly. Here it is. You see that, guys? That's what I mean. So I got 4 of those baos, guys. It's called bao bun bao, but in the Philippines we call it siopao. This is so good. I love this thing. It's about $8, I think. It's $8.50. I just did the math on that one, so I'm pretty sure it's $8.50, excluding taxes. But yeah, it's a pretty hefty one. So. Alright guys, we're at the park. It's actually very cold right now. It's 22 degrees. But who cares? The sun is out. It's all I need. That is super cold right there. No snow on the ground, but it's just as cold. I got my my bun here and then my coffee. So I'm just looking for a shelter where I can sit and chat with you. Start to eat my bun now. Hey guys, I called my wife and she said she's on her way to her doctor's appointment. So when I get home, she won't be there anyway. So I decided to just stop by here at the nearby park in Minneapolis. I'll chat with you. I'll eat my brunch because I'm a little hungry. So yeah, that's the Filipino shopao right there. Well, actually, it's the Asian one, but it's pretty identical. It's nice to chill out here, guys. I'm kind of weird, even though it's cold. I mean, people are still around here. They're still walking their dogs. They're taking a hike. It's not really that bad. Oh, it's 22 degrees out here. Could be really chilly, but there's not a lot of wind. So, a good thing is I have my coffee with me. This is keeping me warm too. So, I have this side hustle because my wife stopped working, so I needed to add more income to the household, and I thought maybe I'd take another part-time job. So the good thing about this part-time job, guys, is that it's not super stressful because I only visit patients in their homes. It's pretty basic stuff that you do. You go to the patient's house, you set up their medications. They're all independent, so you don't have to deal with a lot of incontinent cares like that. You call for orders. If there are new medications that the patient take, then you call for new orders for that. You reconcile those meds. You make sure they get refilled by the pharmacy. Some patients are kind of forgetful, so you would do that for them. But there's not a lot of lifting. There's not a lot of incontinent cares. There's not a lot of wound cares, because most of the patients are they're pretty independent, like mobility wise. You don't have to carry them. You don't have to take them to the bathroom. You don't have to do shower stuff like that. And you don't do that as a nurse, by the way, even at the hospital, because you always have aides, but you help out sometimes with your aides. So, and you're not in an enclosed place the whole 8 hours or 12 hours, depending on what kind of shift you work. With this, you get to be at the patient's home at any time agreed upon. You work with your patient's schedule. It's pretty flexible. A lot of my clients are flexible. And if I have an emergency, an urgent thing that I have to attend to, I cancel them. I can call them, and they're pretty easy to talk to, and willing to switch their their schedule on another day. So that's the one thing I really like about it, because you kind of like manage your own time. Another thing is that you get to decide how much patience you want. If you want 20 patients that you want to see the whole 2 weeks, that's kind of up to you. You spend about pretty much 30 to an hour depending on what kind of stuff you do at home. The assessments, if it's a new client, you have to do an assessment that usually takes about an hour and a half. But for the most part, for a lot of those routine clients that I have, the routine visits that I have for my clients, it only takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to do your routine visits. I really like this part-time job. It gives me so much flexibility, gives me so much time for myself, for my family, for other stuff that I do, you know. Alright guys, I'm gonna head back to the car and I'll chat back with you when I get home, because the wind is starting to pick up now. It's starting to be very cold. I feel like my hands are getting numb now, so I need to head back to the car right away. Heading back home now. What a disappointment is that. That's the only sunny day you can have, yet it's very cold, it's very windy. What a disappointment. I'm pretty sure the next few days it's going to be gloomy again, cloudy and dark, and I'm just so desperate for the sun. I've been waiting for the sun to come out. It finally came out today, yet you can't even do anything outside. Alright guys, finally home. Sorry I had to cut that video short. That's because of the wind, guys. I felt like I was going to end up with some sort of frostbite because the wind was super strong and I felt my hands so numb earlier. So it got me so scared. I ran away. I went straight to my car and drove away because I don't think it's safe to be out there in that kind of situation. But anyway, it's 1:30, so I am going to be preparing for work in about 45 minutes. So as I was saying earlier, guys, I have this part-time job, and the reason I like this is because it gives me so much flexibility. I get to choose my hours. I get to choose how many patients or how many clients I see in a daily basis or even a weekly basis. There's not much pressure on it, so I like it. In the past, I've had part-time jobs where I had to be scheduled, and usually my employer chooses the days that I have to work. And sometimes they work with me as far as those days. Sometimes they try to put me on those days that I don't work at my other job, and those days that, you know, that I like to work so that I don't have to work on days that I want to be off, especially if those days are the days that I have to go on, you know, some places with my family. So with this one, there's so much flexibility, and a lot of my clients are also very flexible. I mean, they're at home pretty much 24/7. That's why they need home care. So they're pretty flexible. I try to work with them as well, and I try to be as flexible as I can be for them. But it always works 90% of the time, because, you know, most of them are willing to be seen at any time of the day. So like today, I only had to see one patient. That's because that's what I decided to do. I could see 3, I could see 4, but I decided to just see one patient today and spend the rest of this time to vlog with you. So yeah, I'm just putting this out there so that I can give you some sort of an idea, guys, especially for new nurses, especially for new immigrant nurses. I don't know if this is very popular to you guys, this kind of part-time job, but I learned about this when I lived in Chicago because I worked with a lot of home care nurses. I worked in the home care industry, by the way, there for about 7 years. And I've seen the flexibility. I started to like it, and I kept it in the back of my mind all the time. And as I was studying for my boards, I always thought that, you know, in the future, if I have a part-time job, it would be this. So I made it happen, and now I couldn't be happier. Um, my wife doesn't work anymore, so it just adds some more income to the family. Um, and you know, many people out there will need a part-time job or some sort, especially now that everything's just becoming so more expensive. The cost of living is just not getting any better. So at some point you might need a part-time job, and your full-time job will supplement many of your needs, but you still have to save up for your future. You still have to go on vacation. You still have to buy some things that you want, spend some time with the family and that kind of stuff, and you need money for that. So you need some sort of part-time. um, but yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and we'll chat about it in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this vid, and I guess I'll see you soon. Peace out.